Hi, this is Tina Ketchy with this week's video blog. And what I'd like to do today is focus on long-term care facilities. So nobody wants to put their loved one, take them out of their own home, but it comes down to a question of safety. When it's no longer safe for your loved one to live in their own residence, or maybe it's no longer safe for them to live with you any longer because you're at work, you're not with them all the time, it's just not safe. It really is the best decision, as hard as it is, to start looking at alternative communities where they could live. So there are various categories. There's independent living, which is basically just almost like living in an apartment and you're living independently and you don't really need help with a whole lot of things. The great thing is that they are going to provide your meals for you. Then there's assisted living. And assisted living is when maybe you need medication, you need help taking your medication every day on time like you're supposed to. Maybe you need help bathing. Maybe you need help toileting. Maybe you need help just getting around. Maybe you need somebody to help you get from your room to the dining room at mealtime. And it's just so very often, and particularly with the elderly as they begin to age, that it isn't safe for them to be at home and they do need this kind of assistance. And it's possible that a family member, it's really not safe for the family member to help them with their bathing because maybe the family member isn't physically able to help them with their bathing or their dressing or their various needs. And so that's when you really need people that are trained to do those types of things. And then after, also wanted to mention with a lot of assisted living facilities, they will also have a memory care unit. And that is appropriate for people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, and it's important to know that it's when there is an exit-seeking issue. So wandering is one thing. A lot of people on the assisted living side of things, they may be forgetful, they may have some cognitive impairments, can't have trouble finding their room, that kind of thing. And staff is there to help them with those types of simple wandering issues. But when you've got somebody that's trying to get out of the building and you don't want them winding up in the middle of the highway, that's when a locked memory care unit is really essential to keep them safe. And then there's also skilled facilities. Some people call them nursing homes. And that's when there is a skilled RN on staff 24 hours a day because people just have a higher level of need. They just require a whole lot more care than what's available in assisted livings. So I just wanted to help you if you're struggling with, oh, I told her I'd never put her in some kind of community. That may have been 30 years ago, and now we're 30 years hence. And you didn't know that you would still be working because you still got to take care of your children who've gone to college, graduated, and now they've moved back home. And for whatever the case is, you have responsibilities that are not allowing you to meet the care needs of your loved one. And when it comes down to being a question of, are they safe at home anymore? Then it really is the best decision to start looking at communities. There's also often a loneliness or depression element when elderly people are in their own home. Maybe it's not a safety issue, but they would just benefit from being in a more social setting with other people closer to their age, because most communities are going to have activity directors. And they do wonderful things. They bring in people to play music or sing. They do crafts, whether it's art crafts or puzzles or play cards, or there'll be activities where they can actually leave the community. Now, not the memory care folks, but in assisted living specifically is what I'm speaking about. They'll take the residents out to the donut shop or to shop at the mall or to a science exhibit. There's just lots of different activities that help bring life back to a lot of the elderly people's lives where before they were just sitting at home by themselves while their daughter or son or loved one was at work all day. So there's a lot of really great benefits to looking at long-term care facilities and enhancing the lives of the people that you care so much about. So I want you to really look into the various facilities around you when it becomes sort of clear that, you know what, it's probably either not safe for my loved one to stay by themselves or in my home any longer because I'm just not able to provide the care that they need, or maybe they just need some socialization, and that would really enhance their lives. So I will be doing more of these about long-term care specifically because I didn't really touch on that a whole big amount during the telesummit and some of the other trainings I've done. So stay tuned for more about long-term care, but I really want you to don't feel guilty when it becomes apparent that your loved one might benefit from going to a community, whether it's assisted living, independent living, memory care, or skilled. There could be some really great benefits to it, and your loved one might thrive and really enjoy their day a lot more if they're in a community setting like that. So I hope that was helpful. I'll be here next week with another tip, and I hope you're having a great week. It is a gorgeous day in North Carolina. Spring has finally sprung. It's going to get up to 80 degrees today, so I'm thrilled about that. So I hope you're experiencing the same kind of fabulous spring where you are. All right, we will talk soon. Thanks. Bye.